This is Diane, the Accidental Career Coach and your Debt Freedom Coach. And I wanted to talk to you about principle number 5 of Orrin Woodward, and Chris Brady's 47 Secrets to Financial Success. And principle number 5 is real simple. It is consistently budget and save for unexpected expenses. I want to talk about, I'm going to break this in 2 parts. This is part 1, and that is budget. And unless you have a budget, you will not be able to follow a budget. Do you know what your expenses are? Most of us, we think we do. I've got an MBA, I know all that stuff. Do you think I have been keeping a budget all these years? No, because I think I'm smarter than that. I think I know. It doesn't work that way. You must have a budget, because one of the rules is accountability. If you don't know exactly what's going on, you cannot be accountable. You will not be successful in managing anything you don't measure and report. So it's very important to have a budget, and it needs to be in writing, and you need to have it like a balance sheet. This is my income from all sources. And you might have some things you don't think about. You might have some annual things. You might have some monthly things. You might have some occasional income. So put down all your income and know exactly what your income is. And then on the other side, put all of the expenses. And you should break it out by category. Your fixed expenses, rent, housing, utilities, your car, any payments that you have, like a mortgage payment, homeowners association payment, medical insurance payments, life insurance payments, car payments, all your insurances, all those are pretty fixed expenses. Then you have your utilities. Let's face it, you've got electric, gas, water, phone, mobile phone. You may have cable. You've got lots of different utilities. Do you have services like a gardener that comes every 2 weeks, or a housekeeper, or a cleaning service? Do you have a homeowners association? That can be quarterly or annually. Lots of things you don't think about. Your safe deposit box, that's generally paid once a year. And so if you don't write down what your budget is and you don't keep track of it, you're never going to fit into a budget. And I've discovered that the biggest budget killer is your credit card, because it is so easy. It's as easy to sign that little credit card for $150 purchase as it is for a $10 purchase. It doesn't hurt the same way as if you opened your wallet and you took out and paid cash for something. And what I find is that a lot of times you're so busy, you get the credit card statement, you put it in there, you don't go through. One of the things you need to do is every month, try and make sure that you keep all of your credit card statements current, and you need to go through them, and you need to write down every expense like I have right here, and are they expenses you need. A lot of times you'll sneak in with a subscription and you join that club or that book club or that audio club, or you've got a subscription to an online service, or you've got your Netflix, and you've got this, and you don't realize all these tens and tens and tens and tens and 20s and 50s, and all of a sudden you've got thousands of dollars of expenses. So one of the things you need to do is go through your credit card and list all of your expenses and list your monthly recurring expenses, and you'll be amazed at what you find. And then you can go through, once you know what they are, you identify them, then you can go and negotiate a discount, you can lower your service package, or you can eliminate them altogether. I decided I don't need Netflix, I don't really watch it, it's gone up to 13 bucks, I don't need it. Newspaper, 22 bucks a month, I don't need a newspaper for 22 bucks a month. There's lots of things that I have gotten rid of because I just look at them. Is that worth that much of my money and that much of my time? And then every month go through, and then the ones you've already put on your budget, that's a recurring expense, but then you're going to find out some new ones that sneak in there. Like, oh, TurboTax, that's only once a year, but you know, it's 45 bucks. Look at all of those expenses and write them down, because only then will you truly know how much money you're making and really, really how much money you're spending. And if you have any disposable income afterwards. So you should have a written budget. I do it in Excel. I keep it in my computer. I also track any expenses or credit cards that I might have, and I monitor what they are in each credit card and what the interest rate is, and if I have any available balances, and if I have a monthly payment date. And I've set all my credit cards up for automatic monthly minimum payment, because you can rack up huge expenses if you forget to pay and there's a $38 late charge, or if you send a check and it bounces, it's another $38, and all of a sudden you can have a lot of little repetitive expenses that really, really, really add up. So do this, and it's a pain in the neck. Nobody wants to do it, and nobody wants to face the reality of, gee, how much money I'm really spending. And we spend generally more money than we make, and we don't even realize it because we let it go out in little tiny dribs and drabs. So setting up a budget is so critical, and we think we don't need it. We think we're smarter than that. The experts will tell you again and again, unless you have a budget in writing and you review it periodically, you will not manage your money effectively. So go back to basics and do all this boring stuff that you learned in school or that mom and dad told you, or you know you need to do but you don't want to, and set up your budget. Put it on an Excel spreadsheet, keep it on your computer, update it, print it off, have a folder, and then every month when your bills come in, tuck the bills into that manila folder, and at some point during the month, go through and look at every expense, and is it something that I need? Is it something I can live without? Is it something I can cancel? Or do I need to make more money so I can afford that special thing that's important to me? Okay, sorry, this is a boring talk. This is Diane, your Get Out of Debt coach, talking to you about the simple ways that you can learn to live debt-free. If you want more information, go to my webpage, www.dianehuth.info, and you can download a free copy of Orrin Woodward's the Financial Matrix book, talking about the crisis in our country of consumer debt and how you and I can get out of it. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.